Two giants of the road, Uber and Lyft. But when it comes to ride-sharing, which one really delivers? On the left, Uber, your ride anywhere in the world. On the right, Lyft, friendly rides, greener future. Let's skip the buzzwords and see how they really perform. Each category means points on the board, and at the end, you'll find out exactly who comes out on top. The result just might surprise you. All right, here's the roadmap for today's comparison. We're covering market reach, pricing, service variety, sustainability, app experience and features, rider and driver satisfaction, earnings and incentives, and financial strength. Yep, it's a lot, but we'll keep it lively and super easy to follow. Ready? First up, market reach. So, Uber. Oh man, it's everywhere. I mean, we're talking 70+ countries, and just in the US, it grabbed a whopping 76% of the rideshare market in 2024. That's nearly monopoly territory. But, okay, not all roses. Some cities have thrown some regulatory curveballs their way. Now, let's talk Lyft. They're laser-focused on the US and Canada. If you're venturing out of North America, well, you're kinda out of luck. Sure, they dominate local scenes, but their reach is, honestly, pretty limited. So in terms of sheer scale, Uber quietly takes the win here. Let's jump into pricing. Uber's got dynamic pricing. It surges when demand spikes, which, depending on when and where you're riding, can feel a bit rough. They do have tons of ride options, which is cool, but that also means some fancy luxury choices can push costs up. Lyft, they're all about lower base fares, and honestly, you'll run into way fewer surge events. Plus, they toss out local promos pretty often. The catch? Sometimes, if it's peak hours, you may be twiddling your thumbs waiting for a driver. But, overall, looks like Lyft just edges ahead with more budget-friendly rides. Now, let's nerd out about service variety. Uber's not shy here. Comfort, Black, Pool, food deliveries, grocery, even car rentals. It's basically a super app at this point. Seriously, there's almost too much going on. But for newbies, that can make the app kinda overwhelming. Lyft keeps things simple. Standard rides, XL, Luxe options, and they throw in bikes and scooters. But here's the kicker. No food or groceries. If you're just getting from A to B, it's solid. For the everything-in-one crowd, Uber grabs the win for variety by a mile. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Lyft was actually the first major rideshare to commit to 100% EV rides by 2030? Uber's going for a global rollout by 2040, but Lyft got there first. File that away for your next green trivia night. Next, sustainability. Okay, here's something cool. Lyft is actually leading the charge. They're pushing for 100% EV rides by 2030, and all their rides have been carbon neutral since 2019. Plus, those bike and scooter programs are everywhere in the cities they serve. Now, Uber? They're going global with EV commitments, but they're trailing a bit in North America, aiming for 2040 company-wide. Lyft's smaller footprint means impact is a bit local, but on green creds, Lyft totally pulls ahead. On to app experience and features. Uber's got a super app, so you're hopping rides, paying globally, maybe grabbing dinner, all in one place. Pretty wild, right? Sometimes, though, folks mention delays from customer service. Not awesome when you're stranded, honestly. Lyft, on the other hand, is praised for just being simple. Easy to use, super friendly for drivers, but hey, if you want all the bells and whistles, it's not really going to wow you there. Still, if you want the full ecosystem, Uber's probably your best bet. Next, rider and driver satisfaction. So Uber's got 24/7 support, and complaints are usually sorted out pretty fast. Some folks say the experience feels a bit corporate, not super personal. Lyft, by contrast, leans into feedback, really tunes into complaints, and drivers say they get more love from support. The thing is, Lyft drivers get fewer earning opportunities, which might be a bummer. All in all, though, both are solid. Let's just call this one a tie. Moving on, earnings and incentives. Uber wins big here. More riders mean more cash opportunities. Plus, their incentive and bonus programs are way broader. Downside? Tons of competition, so drivers gotta hustle. Lyft's more chill, less cutthroat, with street guarantees and pay promises. But you know what? There just aren't as many rides, so overall income could be lower. For anyone chasing bigger payouts, Uber takes this round. Almost done. Financial strength is kinda a biggie. Uber pulled in about $44 billion revenue in 2024, and they finally hit an operating profit last year. Stock? Up 55% in 2025, which is impressive. The price is premium, absolutely, but the numbers don't lie. Lyft's story? Their stock jumped up even more in percentage, a crazy 88% in 2025, and they're focused on free cash flow. Thing is, their revenue is way smaller, only about $5.8 billion in 2024. So, from an investment or stability perspective, Uber clearly stands out. If you look at the stats side by side, the radar chart pretty much says it all. Uber's sprawling reach and huge revenue dominate most categories, but Lyft shines with pricing and sustainability, especially if you care about a greener future. So honestly, here's what it boils down to. If you want global reach plus ever-expanding service options, Uber's your pick. But if you're hunting for lower fares, a company that's serious about sustainability, and you're mostly riding around the US or Canada, Lyft could be your new BFF. Pick whichever fits your priorities. Hope this Uber versus Lyft rundown helped you out. If you want more head-to-head comparisons just like this, stick around and subscribe. See you in the next